clarification on that. So you're saying $100 for anything resulting in a liquor license, but only $10 late fee for the business?
What are the other business licenses?
Did staff recommend a higher, what I'm hearing is that the staff time is the same, the additional charges such as publishing in the newspaper, et cetera, that are required of a liquor license are the difference. So is staff saying that $10 is adequate to cover staff time for any late business? And if it's not, then I would not support it, keeping it as is. I mean, I would rather just go to the $100 and then to determine later on if we need to add more to the late liquor license fee.
Yeah, I think we should do that as another amendment. I think we should vote separately on that.
Okay.
Okay, but somebody needs to make that, or do we vote on your amendment first?
Vote on the first amendment.
And then do that, okay. Okay, so.
What are you good amendment?
Okay, so the original motion was,
Yes, so the original motion was to approve the village fee schedule with updates and revisions as presented. The amendment was to eliminate the $2 overnight parking fee with a study of overnight parking in 2009.
No, she changed that.
yeah, I'm sorry, I
Because I
modified it.
wouldn't support that.
Just eliminate the overnight parking fee,
Okay.
or overnight $2 parking fee.
Okay.
Single night.
So no study.
No study for now.
Got it.
And then, so we vote on that, and then someone can make an amendment for the second one, okay.
So it's 20 nights per year limit in another ordinance somewhere in the parking
That's an
code?
administrative policy.
So if we eliminate it here, are we eliminating the 20 limit?
No, it shouldn't be, the fee schedule shouldn't be a policy document. It should be, I don't know if it is.
Geez,
Just eliminating
That's a
the
good question.
I mean,
That's a great question.
you
It
could
is.
are you just gonna strike the whole line on page 4 or change the $2 to no dollars? And leave it there at least, the
Just say free.
concept of night parking, single night.
There's an interest, I would not have gone there, but I hear what you're saying.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I would change it to 0.
Yeah, I don't want to be
0.
responsible for eliminating overnight parking.
That is a good question, though. Do we know where it states in our policy that there is a $2, a single night up to 20?
To the best of my knowledge, that is a administrative policy, it's not in code. And I believe I've checked it twice over the last 5 years.
So we don't need to,
I don't understand the administrative law.
Those managers' discretion.
so the 20,
Or during the last budget cycle, implement the $2 overnight parking fee.
for the, but who limits it to 20?
Wait, where is that? One
And that's an administrative
And if it's not limited anywhere, strike it. I strike it.
So your amendment is to take the whole line?
No, I just want to make sure that it's actually in writing somewhere, that we have the authority
Well,
to change
we
it.
don't know that right now, so we'll have to get further information. So your amendment is, what is your amendment? Sarah?
Make
To
it
eliminate
free
the
or-
$2 overnight parking fee. That is the amendment.
So it would, the line would still stay and just go from 2 to 0?
Correct.
Okay. I got it.
But we were asking for clarification on, for when we go into budget and stuff, where is it codified that
That's a
we,
good question.
ever
We have
said-
We have a big packet of things, and
Okay.
so that's a great
We do that.
question, but let's vote on the amendment and then vote on the motion and move on.
and you'll get back to us with that answer, Rebecca, just through email or something?
I don't know where it's specified.
Is that okay, trustee Parker?
Yeah.
Okay.
we probably
All right.
$40.
It's
How much is this, what is the financial impact of this change?
$60,000.
$60,000 budget hole?
Okay, any further discussion on the amendment?
I'm going to vote no just because of the administrative policy versus if it's in code and ordinance, and I'm just not clear procedurally where we are, so I feel more comfortable voting no at this time and leaving it as is.
Can I ask a question, follow-up? So, but the fee is nothing, it's just the fee report. It's the 20-night limit that we were unclear on, correct? where that's codified?
That's my
Because the
understanding.
fee would be in the fee, would be what's in front, I just wanted to clarify.
I understand. I think for me, there's enough ambiguity in that I would rather proceed a different way at this time. I'm just expressing that.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be the lower voice.
Oh, that's good. Any further discussion? Okay, seeing none, all those in favor of the amendment, say aye. Aye. Those opposed?
Nay.
Nay.
Motion passes 4-3. And now we will vote on the amended motion, is that correct?
Motion is-
Unless somebody.
Well, unless
there's another amendment,
Right.
right.
Business license thing.
I would make an amendment to, oh, no, I don't want to make an amendment because I would support as it is.
I can make the amendment, I think I'm allowed. Is that correct? I know our attorney's not here, but I'm pretty sure I read that. Okay, I would like to amend the original motion to say, let's see. Just trying to find the exact language. Okay, to keep regular business license late fees at $10 and add beverage license late fees at $100.
Second.
Anybody need that reread? Any further discussion? Trustee Buckles.
So the current application fee for a business is $25, and then if it's late, it's an additional $10.
Some are more
Okay.
than that, so,
But all
Yeah.
late fees then would just be $10,
except for liquor, yeah.
except for liquor. I'm just gonna point out what I think is kind of a little bit unfair regarding this. So if you're $5 late or 5 days late on a parking ticket in the village of Shorewood, it doubles from 25 to 50. And that's a pretty considerable amount. This is an annual fee of $25 per business. And administratively, what I'm hearing from staff is that it does take time if someone is considerably late. So is $10 enough to cover the additional staff time for most businesses? If it is, then I think that that's kind of fair. If it's not, I would not support subsidizing the business owners at the expense of the residents who have to pay additional for, like I said, overnight parking, for late fees on a variety of things.
Yeah, they late, for example.
I can't say it is, it depends how late and how many times we have to.
So there's a
that
reason
business.
staff
Yeah.
recommended that this go up to $100. I would hope that there was justification in this ask, that it wasn't just an arbitrary number that we just pick up.
Yeah, so I'll give you the timeframe. We mail applications out March, April, ideally at the beginning of March, middle of March, that would be back the first week of May. So we give people ample time. We're talking with people in July.
And we're
So I know
talking
that
people
they're
who
past
run
due yet.
businesses.
Correct.
Okay.
So, we've had to make ample phone calls to people to remind them to get their application.
Would it be better, just a discussion point, $100 would be 4 times the fee, which is a lot. Maybe 50, like you were mentioning, parking tickets that are late is double. I just feel like I'm okay with something, it's just $100 was a lot. And we already pay for the clerk, so it's not like we're paying more. I just don't want to be punitive. I feel like being late is not good, but I don't know if that would satisfy maybe $50 instead of $100. Do you think that would cover? Trustee, okay, sorry.
I think even tonight, we've come up with some ideas of what more we could ask staff to do that would, alleviate costs in other areas. So if this is a way, if discouraging late application fees to reduce the amount of staff time used there would free it up for some of the suggestions that have been made for additional training for staff, then I think that this is a good step to take. It's very progressive. And yeah, we want to discourage behavior that double taxes our staff.
I just feel like, but as we mentioned, but then we should hire the liquor late fee. To have them the same, there's more time consumption in liquor licenses being late than small businesses, so. Anyhow, I would amend, I don't know and if you're not, then I'll keep it the same, but I would amend the motion, just redact it in the amendment and say, to add, so to increase regular business license late fees to $50 and to add beverage license late fees at $100. Would that be acceptable first?
Second.
That tiers it, but. Just
So we're, in the grand scheme of things here, from the previous presentation that we had prior to discussing the fee schedule, we all know that we're going to be faced, if we try to, how would I say this? We have an increase in costs, and state aid is flat. So one of the ways, and I get it, we don't want to nickel and dime certain populations, but one of the ways that staff is proposing that we can fill that gap is by having equitable fee structure as well. So I don't know how many businesses this affects, and I think you, Mark, said this, any change in anything here, probably with the exclusion of the overnight parking fee, isn't going to make or break our village as far as our bank is concerned. And I understand what you're saying too, it's 4 times the original application fee. But I do think that it's an annual cost, it's a considerable amount of staff time. It's, which is, you know, we're asking her to be here until it's already 9 o'clock and we're not even done with this. So, you know, we tax our staff in many ways already, even as a board. So to have this as a deterrent for, you're a small business owner, I mean, I don't know if $100, you know, late
I'd be
fee.
really upset.
You would, so you might incentivize you to pay your $25.
And it's avoidable, the fee is
Yeah,
actually.
it's avoidable, it's not
actually
a
like
given. So, I mean, I clearly understand you'd be upset if it were not your fault that you were late the $25 annual fee. But I think that in the grand scheme of things, if the staff is asking for $100, I'm not sure why we're gonna reduce that. What benefit that is to the general population in Shorewood.
So I'd just like to clarify, because I agree with trustee Bachhorst, I do want fees to be relative to the service, and people should pay for what they are. That's why I'm asking for it to be stepped, because I believe a late fee is definitely a good thing but I feel like because there's more time associated with a liquor license late fee, and both staff only talked on liquor license late fees, that's what they've seen in other places. That a step fee is doing just what you said.
I thought she said that the staff time was about the same, but it was the additional costs such as publication, et cetera.
Correct.
So what are those additional costs?
It's more of the publication costs, if we have to make multiple publications, and if we would have to have a special board meeting. Now, we
Can
do
we
not have to
write
run-
that in that we charge them the cost of publication?
Well, we already charged the publication, we cannot double it.
Mm.
So that's state statute. I mean, you can raise the liquor costs. I will tell you, when the deadline approaches, we already give people the call to say, if you don't have it in my office, I am charging you a late fee. So we already give them the precursor that they're gonna get slapped with it. And some people just don't care. I mean, they're like, I just don't care, it's $10. It's not worth me coming to you on time. I mean, and they tell me that. So that's my issue of like, and I'm trying to get these processed timely, and then they want to, you know, take up my time, and we've called them as a courtesy, and it's just not worth my time.
Right, and typically beverage and like liquor and establishments have more revenue coming in, so it isn't, I mean, the higher fee is probably more of a deterrent because small businesses don't have that much revenue, so they just think, oh, $10, $100, but anyways, is there any further discussion on this? If not, can you reread the amended motion?
Yes. So we need to keep regular business license late fee at $50, and then beverage or liquor late fees at $100.
Keep them, I think the word is change them
Change them to 100.
to the 50, right? Right now it's not 50.
Sorry, well, you had keep at 10, so
Okay,
change
that's
to
okay.
50.
Okay. Any further discussion?
Beverage license late fee is $100 under, is that what the amendment
Yeah.
says? Okay.
Okay, any further discussion? If none, all those in favor of the amendment, say aye. Aye. Any opposed?
Nay.
Was there two?
Two.
2? Okay, that's a 5-2 vote. Amendment passes, and now we will vote on the full amended motion.
Correct.
Okay, can you read that to us?
Yes. So the original motion with the amendment to approve adding to the village fee schedule, approve village fee schedule with updates and revisions as presented, effective January 1st, to eliminate the $2 overnight parking fee,
January 1st.
January 1st of 2019, to change regular business license late fee to $50 and the beverage late fee to $100.
Okay, any further discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? 7-0, motion passes. Thank you. We'll move on to the fourth item on our agenda today is consider pursuing other revenue options. Third?
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Consider the following fee schedule additions.